Opening day festivities wrapping up, and we'll be back to get this season started right after this. And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Opening day baseball on the show. It's the Kansas City Royals taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Joined by my partner, Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. All right, partner, ready to go. Always a pleasure to get things started with you on opening day.
Well, Happy New Year, buddy. And anyone that's involved in baseball, even though it's not January 1st, this is the start of a new year. Every team has playoff hopes. I love this time of the year. I'm excited to get things going.
Your 2022 Cleveland Guardians.
Just about ready to go. And today's starter, Bob Feller. What do you have on him, Chris?
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Okay, all set to go. Here's the veteran outfielder, Johnny Damon. Bob Feller was only 17 years old when he made his major league debut, and it did not take long for him to make a name for himself. Out to short, Rosario gloves it, fires to first on the run. One up, one down.
Batting second.
And let's take a look at the lineup. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Carlos Santana. Nicky Lopez up to the plate. The wind of the pitch. Stays alive. Talking about Feller's debut, he burst onto the scene at his first start. He struck out 15 batters, and he was still in high school. In his fourth start, he racked up 17 Ks. Swang and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And to the plate for Kansas City, George Brett. Check on the runner, and he dives back in safely. Lopez leads off first with one away. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw. Safe. Hedges too late.
Good steal of second right there, and now the table is set for the middle of this order to drive in the first run of this ball game. I like that they're trying to manufacture some offense early on.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Off the outside edge, and now the count is 2-2. Move to second, and he's back safely. Runner at second here, one gone. Line drive, and that's a base hit out into center field. Lofton fires it to the plate, dives in, beats the tag, he scores, and it's 1-0.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with 2 strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
One gone, runner at first, and now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Feller throws over. Brett dives back in. And a 1-1. And a curve drops in for a strike. And the righty deals. And now it's even up. Move to first. Brett dives back in safely. Here's a 2-2. And there's a foul ball. And the right-hander deals. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And the pitch. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and there are 2 outs.
Now, when you follow up a triple-digit fastball with a nasty changeup, pretty much every time the hitter's going to be in trouble. That was the plan. Get him to sit dead red on the fastball and then just make him look foolish with the off-speed stuff.
Benintendi to the plate. Righty delivers. And there's a ball. Benintendi, the former first-round pick, Golden Spikes Award winner. Liner snagged at first. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's an early 1-0 lead. Bottom of the first. And on the mound today, a guy who will give them innings. Brett Saberhagen. What do we need to know here?
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
We go to the bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy Kenny Lofton. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. In the air, left field. Benintendi on the move, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Batting second.
Here's the Guardians lineup now. All right, Siggy, how about all the talent in this lineup?
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now, Larry Doby. Next offering upstairs. Rosario over at first with 1 away. Line to left, and Benintendi able to make the grab. 2 down.
He was all over that fastball right there. I tell you what, if he gets under it just by a fraction of an inch or a little bit more,
first baseman,
that's way back.
Jim Thome.
Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Jim Thome.
Good speed on the base pass. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Count 2-1.
The 2-1. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. It's the Royals 1 and the Guardians nothing. Top of the second. Here's a speed threat. Edward Olivares. The pitch. And a base hit right there. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
Adalberto Mondesi up to the plate. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And he deals. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. And there's one away.
Tell you what, those are the types of guys pitchers really like to punch out when they're on the mound, because if they get on, just the distraction that they create with all that speed over on the base pass, it can take away your focus from the next hitter, and that's the last thing you want to do is serve up a pitch that a guy hits over the fence, and it's a multi-run home run.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
The first baseman.
And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. At the belt and fires. In the dirt. And an excellent job keeping it right there. Two and one now. Not close with that one, but he gets him to go after it. Two down. Got him looking. Now 2 away.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at-bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to go down in an RBI spot, so now you got to hope your teammate behind you can pick you up.
So the batting order turns over, and now Johnny Damon. He's 0 for 1. Left-hand hitter waits. Slowly on the ground to short. Rosario collects it. Got him on the off-balance throw. Third out, and that ends the frame. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Royals 1 and the Guardians nothing. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now at the plate, Grady Sizemore. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. And that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Here's Jose Ramirez. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Throw to second, and great jump.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game, and that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or guys are going to be running all game.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Ripped to first, caught.
Batting 7, the right fielder, Franmil Reyes.
Now it's Franmil Reyes. The 2-1. That one missing inside. And the right-hander's 3-1. Fought off foul. swing and a miss. That's the second out. Here's Andres Jimenez.
The second baseman, Andres Jimenez.
And on second, 2 down. And that one hit to first. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. One left for the Guardians. They're down 1-0. On to the third inning. So up now for Kansas City, Nicky Lopez. The 1-1. And he drops it down the third baseline. Grabs it barehanded. The throw, and he gets him. Nicely done.
The third baseman, number 5, George Brett.
Here's the third baseman, George Brett.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Next offering misses, and the count's even at 2.
I remember when all the eyes in baseball were on Brett as he chased the magic 400 mark in 1980. Didn't miss by much. Finished at 390.
And down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
Well, just a beautiful fastball on the inside corner for that backwards K right there. I think the hitter saw it all the way coming from that opposite arm angle. So I got to think he was looking away and just got locked up by the hard stuff boring in on his hands.
And here is Salvador Perez. Next offering is downstairs. And a pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The 2-2. Ripped on a line to center. Lofton racing over to make the catch. Nothing doing for the Royals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Set for the bottom of the third. Stepping up for the Guardians, Austin Hedges. And Chris, his big strength is defense, but it is interesting in today's world of baseball compared to when you played. A good defensive catcher is considered differently.
Whatever you get offensively is a bonus, but he's got to put the fingers down. He's got to present pitches to the umpire. They're going to help his pitcher get more strikes.
Kicks and fires. Swings and misses. Now 1 away.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Next offering is fouled back.
You see how the catcher wanted that pitch up and in. Wanted to try to tie him up. That's the one thing we're seeing, that high fastball. You have to get it up there because of how hitters have changed their swings.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. In the air, left field, down the line, and that one gets down, fair ball. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Man, that was a pretty good battle at the plate. I'll tell you, it feels pretty good as a hitter when you grind out a hit like that. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. So now 3-2. This one popped up, middle of the infield. Lopez hooks it away, and there's 2 down.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
Larry Dovey digs in for the Guardians. The kick, the 3-2. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boo. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Next to hit, Jim Thome. 0 for 1 so far. And a pitch. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Out there to center. Damon moving under this one. Drops into the glove. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Guardians strand a couple. They still trail 1-0. Here in Cleveland as we go to the top of the 4th. Benintendi to start it. When you look at Benintendi, think about this. He played in the same conference as both Alex Bregman and Dansby Swanson. Those 2 guys picked ahead of him in the 1st round. But it was Benintendi who was the SEC Player of the year they all got drafted.
Yeah, the organization clearly saw something special in this kid as a prospect, and it's paid off nicely.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And now 1 away.
Well, I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Edward Olivares steps in for the Royals. 1 down, base is empty. So now 1-2. The next offering misses, and it's 2-2. Now 1 missed. Here comes a 3-2. And there's ball 4.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
1 down. And next up for the Royals, Adalberto Mondesi. And here it comes. Feller checks on first. Olivares back in on a dive. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. And that one just missed off the outside edge.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
Swing and a miss, and it's a full count now. Downstairs, and it misses, ball 4.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
The right fielder.
Whit Merrifield up to the plate. The 1-1. Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Royals, the first baseman, Carlos Santana.
And to the plate for Kansas City, Carlos Santana. Swing and a miss. 3-2 now. And that one pulled foul. Olivares over at second. Mondesi on at first with 2 down. That's to third. Slings it across, and the inning is over. On now to the bottom of the 4th. It's the Royals 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Grady Sizemore. That one to first. Santana handles. Steps on first for the out. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Singy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Next one misses. 2-1. Left-hand batter waits. That one fouled off. 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Stays alive. Two now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next pitch inside, and it's a full count. And the righty deals. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
On the ground right side, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
Just a great at bat right there. Saw a lot of pitches. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped, caught out in front, and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Now here is Franmil Reyes. His first at bat was a strikeout. 1-1 now. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And it's filled up. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone now.
Unafraid to throw it right there. That's trusting your stuff. Just 1 out
Now
away
batting,
from getting out of a
second
huge
baseman,
jam.
Andres Jimenez.
Andres Jimenez, the next to hit. 0 for 1. He grounded out to first his last time. Runner leads away at second. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2. kicks and deals. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Here's a 1-2. Stays alive. So the tying run at second, just off the inside edge.
That's a really good take.
2-2 now. A swing and a soft liner. Puts the squeeze on that one, and that'll end the inning. Guardians lead one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Ready now for the fifth inning. Now it's going to be Johnny Damon. Here's a 1-1. Bunting for a hit. Not in time. Great effort, but it's an infield hit.
Nearly a highlight reel play at third, but the bare hand grab still wasn't enough to get the out. Great effort to make that play as close as it was, though.
Here's the second baseman, Nicky Lopez. The 2-1. And another ball.
Count 3-1.
Throw over to first. Damon back easily. In the air, out towards left center. He's got it. One away.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
So up now for Kansas City, George Brett. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. It's a pitch out. Hedges throw. Got him. Caught stealing. Here's a 2-1. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Next offering is down low.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Lifted in the air, right center field. He makes the grab, and that ends the inning. And welcome back. Here's the catcher, Austin Hedges. This guy, one of the best defensive catchers going. You talk about framing, the ability to block, catch, and throw. He is at the top of the game. The pitch. Bounce to the left side. Brett handles the chance. Whips it across. And a quick out, number 1.
The center fielder, number 7, Kenny Lofton.
So the lineup flips over. So in now for Cleveland, Kenny Lofton. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. The count 2-1. That one ripped. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
2 outs, bases empty.
Rosario.
And up next for Cleveland, Ahmed Rosario. 1 for 2. Next offering clips the zone count even at 2. The wind to kick the pitch. Out to short. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Really protecting with 2 strikes right there. Pitch wasn't even close, but man, he got the barrel to it somehow. Nice job of bad ball hitting.
So 2 down. Next for the Guardians is the designated hitter, Larry Doby. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. Rosario runs. Got him. And that is that. 1 left for the Guardians. They trail here 1-0. Welcome back. Top 6. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Royals. Salvador Perez. The 1-1. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Ramirez settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, the left fielder, Andrew Benintendi.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. The pitch. Falling behind 2-1.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
On the ground, right side. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Royals, the designated hitter, Edward Olivares.
Edward Olivares steps in for the Royals. Next offering is in for a strike. Is there a little wrinkle to that? I think there was.
Yeah. A little slider action.
That misses the zone. 2-2. Two down, nobody on. Right through there, got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. It's the Royals 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the 6th inning. And now the first baseman, Jim Thome. Next offering is down low. And a count 2-1. And a pitch. Hard hit right side. And that's just foul. Righty to the plate. Up the middle. The throw to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The left fielder, number 24, Grady Sizemore.
Now the left fielder, Grady Sizemore. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's hard hit on the line. Merrifield makes the grab. 2 down.
The batter, the third baseman, Jose.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
Next offering is fouled back. Up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's
32.
game, but if you can hit a ball that
Rodney.
hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
Runner at first with 2 away. At the plate, Franmil Reyes. Here comes a pitch. That misses. And a count 2-1.
Go with the tying run at first base. He's looking for something he can get a lot of barrel on, drive it into a gap, and score that run from first base.
Saberhagen picks over, and he's back in there. Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Another throw over, and he's back in that time as well. The 2-1. Runner on the go. Ball misses. Tag save. The throw from Perez too late.
Well, you can't fault the defense for not paying enough attention. They threw over a few times, but he just waited it out, kept his timing. He was able to swipe the bag. Nice job of base running right there.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full. And the right-hander deals. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Franmil Reyes goes deep. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So 2 away with nobody on. Andres Jimenez digs in for the Guardians. Stays alive. Got him looking. 3rd out. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. And it's now a 2-1 ball game. here in Cleveland. And now Adalberto Mondesi. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. On the ground, right side. On to first. That's the first out, the top of the 7th.
The batter, the right fielder, Whit Merrifield.
And next up for the Royals, Whit Merrifield. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Oh, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Looking to get the tying run on base. And a count 1-2. The tying run at the plate. And a foul ball. He stays alive. The wind of the pitch. That one drifts inside. And now 2-2. That one is upstairs.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
Kicks and fires. Pop up here, third base side. Ramirez has a beat on it. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Royals bats are quiet there. They're down 2-1. So the Royals bring on a new arm, Joel Payamps.
Now pitching.
It's his job to keep his team in the game.
Number 38, Joel Payamps.
Back here in Cleveland, set for the last half of the 7th. Austin Hedges now. And a 1-1. Out to short. Mondesi fires over to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now batting, center fielder, Kenny Lofton.
And now the center fielder, Kenny Lofton. This is a guy you got to keep an eye on when he digs in. Definitely been known to drop a drag bunt from time to time, and he's pretty good at it, Chris.
Yeah, and he creates a sense of urgency for the defense because of the speed, because of the ability to put down that bunt.
Bullpen activity starting up now. Amir Garrett, a left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Tapia, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Fly ball down the line. Merrifield settles underneath it, makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Ahmed.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Ahmed Rosario. Right-handed reliever. And down on strikes. That ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Guardians there as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. James Karinchak.
Number 99, Jay
Back now at Progressive Field. Ready to begin the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Johnny Damon. Next offering is fouled back.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one more thing he's got to think about.
And the pitch. And that one is lifted in the air. Reyes should have this one. And he makes the catch. And there's one down.
The batter, number 8, second baseman,
Nicky Lopez now at the plate. And the 3-1. And that one clips the corner. Karinchak, he's known as a reliever that excels in really tough situations. Those high leverage spots. It seems like he's at his best in these situations. And obviously the ability to get the strikeout factors in. Payoff pitch. Fouled off again. And it remains 3-2. Next offering is fouled back. At the belt and fires. Swing and a line drive, base hit out of the center field. And that puts the tying run on base.
Nice at bat right there. Not just the result, but also seeing a lot of pitches. Made him really work out there on the mound. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Digging in, George Brett. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Hedges throw. Got him. Caught stealing. The pitch. Swing and a miss, and that is that. Amir Garrett on a pitch out of the pen here.
For the Royals, number 24, Amir Garrett.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Larry Doby getting ready to hit.
Yeah, there's certain guys that expect to come in and dominate, and they see the challenge, the battle just a little bit differently. They trust their stuff, and they believe that their stuff is better than that guy standing in the batter's box, what his swing, what his ability is.
And he deals. 3-2 now. The mental approach is a big factor too, isn't it?
Yeah, Boog, it is. And, you know, for each guy, it can be a little different. Some people consciously work on focusing, slowing things down, breathing techniques. And then there's some players that are just natural, and they just seem to be more composed and less excitable.
And down on strikes he goes. And there's one down.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Jim Thome digs in for the Guardians. The lefty ready, and a 1-1. That's in there. A lot of times with relievers, they just like to get amped up, and they're not really looking to try and slow it down, right? They're just trying to get hyper.
Yeah, and perhaps make that hitter a little hyper and make him more aggressive, and that way, when they put a wrinkle, change speeds, he's out in front just a little bit.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And the batter now, Grady Sizemore. And a swing and a miss. And that's that.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
Here comes Emmanuel Clase out of the bullpen.
Now pitching for the Guardians, number 48, Emmanuel.
Well, one-run game. Here's the power hitting catcher, Salvador Perez.
A lot of times you're looking for a guy to get that tying run on base, but because of the power, you want him to tie up the game with one swing here.
The next pitch misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. And a 2-1 on the way. That one at triple digits.
Triple digits on the gun. I know there are more guys that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
And a swing and a miss. And that's the first out.
Well, I definitely say that's a statement strikeout right there. You come out of the bullpen, go right after the hitters, and 3 pitches later, you got 1 out. I'll tell you what, if you're in the dugout, you're looking at each other and saying, he's going to be tough to get to today.
Benintendi up here. The pitch. And a swing and a line drive at a right field. Reyes pulls it down, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Here's the Royals' designated hitter, Edward Olivares. The 1-1. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
Oh, man, that stays fair. We got a new ball game. Great swing. Just couldn't keep it between the lines. He's got to try to bottle that. Do it again.
And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, his first save of the season is in the books, and that was a nice job of him coming in the game and closing it out. He's off and running now.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. First, for the victorious Cleveland Guardians, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For Kansas City, 1 run, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 42 minutes. This afternoon's paid attendance at Progressive Field, 43,345. The Guardians thank you for your continued support and remind you to please drive home safely.